What do we expect to see? I think all of these big banks and custody providers, they will come out shortly with kind of like any Bitcoin or crypto related services, which is obviously good to see. Wonderful. A lot has happened. I think that's kind of, I think we captured the zeitgeist. I think we captured the status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's next? What do you think is going to happen next? Do we still have some upside? Is the market overheated? Like, where are we going in your opinion?
Look, I mean, for those who read our newsletter will have known that we did, a piece on where are we in the market cycle at the moment, and I think the main our view is that we are reaching the latter stages of the cycle, and so that's not to say we don't have upside, not at all, because if we look historically, actually, most of the exuberant price action, most of happens towards the end of the cycle, and so we still have definitely some upside, but at the same time, it's to remain vigilant because we may be entering a potentially more volatile market. I mean, yeah, this is a perfect maybe place to start as well. If you look at historical halving cycles, you can see that after 350 days, you are significantly higher than what you were before, right? And so, of course, this becomes more muted each halving because the supply shock effect of the halving reduces, but it's still a significant, indicator, and it shows us that we're not quite there yet. So
Yeah.
I still expect to have some upside here as well.
I totally agree. I mean, again, we unpack this in our newsletter as well. Obviously, we're looking a lot on chain as well, how the signals are looking like. And yeah, you might have seen this one here as well, which is the net unrealized profit loss. It basically shows if the entire network as a whole is currently in a profit or in a loss. And that's kind of a reflection of the sentiment in the market, because you can see here nicely with this color code, when we are in like this red zone, that's usually in a deep bear market. Those are actually good times to enter or start building a Bitcoin allocation. While on the other side, once we go into the green and especially into the blue zone, which signals greed, that usually, mirrors a top in the market in terms of prices. And we've seen this here in the early days. We've seen it here in 2018. We see it here in 2021, where we briefly touched it. And now we kind of can see we're still in the green area, but we're ticking higher towards this greed zone. And again, as you said, I think that just signals we're at a later stage of the bull market. That doesn't mean there's no upside potential anymore, but we're starting slowly to heat up. And I think people should be cautious. But yeah, prices can move very quickly here. I think it's, as you said, just looking at the price as well, if we just compare it maybe to the last couple of cycles, we can see here in the later stage of the bull market, this is a weekly chart. It's the price doubles within a few weeks, and it also comes down within a few weeks. So this can go really, really quickly.
Mhm.
Will you be able to hit the top here? Absolutely not. But building a strategy, especially a long-term strategy around this market structure, I think it's really, really important. I mean,
I agree with you. I think the point on like a long-term strategy is quite important as well. Some people might be thinking of timing the market. Good luck. I don't recommend that. I don't do that myself either. And with Bitcoin itself, the fact that it's the only limited asset in the world without any counterparty risks means that we are super bullish in the long term. But of course, if you're entering the market at this point, remain vigilant and make sure that your allocations align with your investment goals and with your risk aversion as well.
absolutely, 100%. No, so again, I think this is the most exciting part of the cycle always. This is when it gets a bit crazy. I mean, we had a kickoff with a Trump and Melania meme coin, but there's many more catalysts to come. But as you said, I think it's important to have a clear strategy and follow it accordingly.
Mhm.
Amazing. Are there any other things we have to talk about in this market? What excites you at the moment?